Hey everyone, it's Desy Cheng, and today I have the brand new Langley Alpha Globetrotter. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so the Langley Alpha Globetrotter. Initially, I had the Langley Alpha Pro, and it was a great camera bag, but it just, you couldn't fit too much in it just the way it was. And so now they have the Langley Alpha Globetrotter. And the first thing is, this is my friend's bag and this is mine, and they were purchased only a few weeks apart from each other. And one thing that is inconsistent with the two is there's a few differences. So I have the black one, he got the green one, and the big difference is, number one, the material is different. So as you can tell, this one looks more like a rubbery type of material feel. This one, we'll get a closer look at it, it has a little bit more texture to it. To be honest, my old black one, my Langley Alpha Pro, actually had the same material and texture as this one, and I actually prefer this texture over that one. The weird thing about it is that when the Langley Alpha Globetrotter first came out, they only had the black version, and then they came out with the green version and the matte black version, and so I thought that this would be the updated, newer version. However, there's a few things that are just different that I just can't wrap my head around it. So the first off is when this bag first came out, they changed the material of this, but then when the second color came out, they went back to the old material. I don't understand that. One other feature that is different between the two colors, and these are both brand new ones, is the locking area right here. So on the black one, they have an actual locking mechanism, so you can put a small little lock on it to secure your gear. On the green one, that doesn't exist. It's just a regular zipper. Don't know why, but not a huge deal, but that's just one thing. So besides the material and the locking zipper, the only other third difference is at the back, we have this luggage strap. You can pass your luggage handles up through it. Mine, on the black one, is removable. So you can actually take the strap off. This one is sewn on, so you cannot remove it. The other thing that's different is that on the black one, it's an elastic material, so it's stretchy, but it might stretch out and wear out over time. Whereas this one is made out of the same material, like the seatbelt strap material as this. So those are just the only odd differences between the two different colors, but of the same bag. So now I'm going to go through all of the features of the Langley Alpha Globetrotter. So first off, the main difference between the older version and the newer version is that they have this front load compartment. So I will talk about that first. Let's open that up. This is the most important part. So before, if you're using a standard DSLR like Canon 5D and using some of their L series lenses, you could really only have 3 lenses and a body in there. Unless you had smaller lenses, then you might be able to cram like a 4th lens in there. But for this one, take a look at this. Right here, I have a Canon EOS R mounted with a 35mm 1.4, as well as I have a 24-105 lens here, as well as the brand new 85 1.4 and a 50mm 1.2, and also I think this is 16 to 35. Yes, also the 16 to 35. I have all of the lens hoods on, but they're reversed, and there's still a little bit of room to play with. And at the bottom here, actually, I could put a small different lens in there, but I have just like batteries and an extra strap at the very, very bottom. So yes, you can cram a lot more lenses in here. Is the bag much bigger? Not really. It's just the way that the layout is made makes it possible. You can also even put a Canon 1DX or even 5D Mark III, 4 with the battery grip on here. But the only one issue is that the way they've made the dividers is you can't mount a lens with your Pro body. You'd have to slot in your 1DX either here, or here. So that's the one thing that's not great about it, but that's okay. So you can actually cram a lot of gear in here, and that's only talking about the bottom compartment. In the middle here, there is another storage area, so lots of space here. I have, gloves and a blower, and some pens, accessories like that. On the side, this one, I just have a Leatherman and like my iPhone charger and things like that. And on this side, it fits a water bottle. So you can slightly put it in there. You just can't buckle it, but if you had a small one, you can, but this is just a standard sized water bottle. What else can I tell you? Okay, at the top. So pretty much everything else is almost the same as the old bag. The zippers are weatherproof on the top and also the bottom, which is great. So when you open this up, here they have the same kind of top pouch where you can put, your sunglasses or small little things. I have like my memory cards in there right now. They have added also this label here, which kind of looks cheap. So I wouldn't say it's an upgrade or anything like that. This is just my accessory pouch where I have my laptop charger and hard drive and cables. I just have an extra shirt in here, letter, I have a speed light, I have a pouch, I have a Gorilla Pod, and just some other pieces of paper here. And they also have the laptop sleeve at the very, very back. It's nice and padded. I feel like my laptop goes all the way down here, so if you had a 17-inch, it might fit if it's a thinner, small one. But yeah, I'll show you. If I put my laptop in here, it goes all the way down to about here. So there's still, about an inch, I would say, inch and a half for you to put it. So maybe not a 17-inch, but if you had something just a slightly larger, it will fit. So one other thing that they haven't really improved too much upon is this zipper area. So if I'm zipping and going around this top corner, it is hard, and it was hard on the old laptop bag as well. It's not super easy to go around this corner on either side. So usually I'm kind of lazy, and when I pack up my bag, I'm just doing this and throwing this on. I wouldn't 100% advise that, but if it's not raining and nothing's really, the elements aren't coming down, it's good enough, and nothing's really gonna come down. But yeah, it's just a little bit difficult to kind of get through that corner. The other thing that I wish that they added, but they still have not added this, was just a small little strap at the top on either side or even one side. So if you wanted to put your tripod this way and put one of the legs through here and strap it right here, you can. Or if you wanted to hook on a hat, your jacket, something like that, or a compression strap, some kind of strap would have been great. But I guess we'll just have to wait for the next version, if that'll ever even happen. The other big things that have changed is, first of all, the straps. The straps are much better than the old Langley Alpha Pro. They've also added more padding for ventilation and just back support. They've added some straps here, adjustment straps for your shoulders. But this could be greatly improved because I feel like it doesn't do a whole lot. It's so small. They could have, added a little bit, made it a little bit longer or larger to actually make a difference. But if you're tugging on this and pulling this hard, even cinching it all the way to the top or to the most, you're not gonna notice a really big difference at all, which is unfortunate. The other thing that they've added is what I talked about earlier was the luggage pass-through strap. So if you get it in green, it's not going to become removable. If you get it in black, it is removable. And as well, they have kind of like the Wandered Provoke. They have a secret hidden compartment. So this is where you can put some cash or your thin items, passport items like that. And then they've also added in a waist belt. It is removable. So there's no padding on this to make it any substantial or anything like that. But at least they have something rather than nothing. Those are some of the features of it. Oh, also on the bottom, they have changed the bottom as well. So they've added, so this is the same, they've had 2 compression straps. So if you wanted to add a tripod or carry a yoga mat or something like that, you can here. But at the bottom, they have this rugged material, just for, when you're setting your bag on the ground, it won't get dirty or anything like that. There is no rain sleeve that goes with this because the entire bag is weatherproof, and I've tried it out. I'm from Vancouver, and it rains a lot here, and so the water literally just beads off the material, which is something that's amazing and I really, really like. But is this the most comfortable bag ever? I would say not, unfortunately. It's rigid. It's all right, but there's some other bags that are more comfortable than this. But I feel like this is the bag that I would use every day because you can cram a lot of gear in here. It's really easy to access your laptop and your hard drive and your accessories, and it just looks amazing. So yeah, so this is what it looks like with the camera backpack on me. So I'm about 5'8" in height, and this is what the Langley Alpha Globetrotter looks like on me. Some other small minor things I did notice between the old bag and this bag is that when you actually put it back to back, this one actually sits about an inch and a half taller. So it is a little bit bigger, I think. Also, the front pocket area is also just a smidge larger. I literally just transferred everything that was stuffed into the pocket of my Langley Alpha Langley Alpha Pro and transferred it into this pocket, and this front pocket is a little bit larger. So overall, I think it has been a great improvement. Is it worth the upgrade and paying those extra dollars? I thought it was. I got it when it was on Black Friday, so I got 20% off. So yeah, it's kind of, completely depends on you. I think it was justified, and I love this bag, and yeah, it's my new everyday go-to bag. So anyways, I'm Desy Cheng, and if you like this review and you want to see me do more of these, like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Desy31. Thanks.